Air Berlin, Cathay Pacific, Iberia, Japan Airlines, Qatar Airways, Royal Jordanian and US Airways. Before making yourselves comfortable, please check your hand baggage is safely put away. Smaller bags which have been labelled should be put underneath the seat in front of you, and all larger items placed securely in the overhead lockers. Please place all items in carefully so they do not fall out and cause injury. If you're sitting in a front row seat or an emergency exit row, all items must be placed in the overhead lockers, as the floor area around your seat must be completely clear for takeoff. Portable electronic devices may be used during the flight as long as they're in a flight safe mode. We're pleased to let you...
Cabin crew, doors to automatic, cross check, stand by for the security. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. You're all very welcome aboard this British Airways operated service departing for Newcastle. I'd like to add my welcome to that of the captain. My name is Nick Lapine. It's my pleasure to be person in charge tonight. Flight which is coaching amongst others Iberia and Cathay Pacific. Assisting me in the cabin this evening, it's fellow senior crew member, Purser Hugh David. A very warm welcome to us, members of the British Airways Executive Club. It is always a pleasure to welcome you back on board, and also to those who are joining us from one of our One World Alliance partners. Well, as you can see, we are underway. I think we're 2 minutes ahead of schedule. So with that in mind, may I remind you that whilst you may continue to use your personal electronic devices for the duration of the flights, if the flight has a flight safe mode, this should be enabled now. Smaller items can be held securely in your hand or placed into pockets, with larger items such as laptops powered down and stored away safely until after takeoff. I'm just about to screen you a short video presentation. This will highlight the safety procedures and equipment on board this Airbus 320 airplane. As it does contain important information which may differ from other aircraft you've flown on recently. We ask that you remove any headphones and give it your full attention.
We're now going to explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft. We recommend that you remove your personal headphones. The captain and the crew are here for your safety. It is important that you pay attention and follow instructions carefully. First, check your seat fastened. Insert the metal tag into the buckle and tighten by pulling on the loose end. To unfasten, simply lift up the metal flap on the buckle and pull apart. You'll find the seatbelt sign in the panel above your head. When it's on, you must fasten your seatbelt. We'll provide extension seatbelts for infants. If you are not in your seat when the seatbelt sign is switched on, please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt securely. We suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during our flight, even when the sign is off. Your life jacket is underneath your seat. To use it, take it out of the container and place it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at your side. Inflate your life jacket when you leave the aircraft. We will supply infant flotation aids for babies and children. In the unlikely event of the aircraft having to make an emergency landing, you'll be told to take this protective brace position. We will now explain how to leave the aircraft in an emergency. Move quickly to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with you. High-heeled shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide. Emergency lighting, including floor-level lighting, will help you find your way to the exits. These are clearly signed. There are 2 exits at the rear, 2 over-wing exits on each side, and 2 exits at the front of the aircraft. Your crew will now point out the exits nearest to you. To open the main doors, pull the large handle inwards and upwards. The over-wing exits are opened by removing this cover and pulling the handle inwards and downwards. The hatch should be ejected through the opening. Opening the doors and over-wing exits automatically inflates the evacuation slides. The slides can also be inflated by pulling the handle at the main doors and this handle at the over-wing exits. Jump onto the slide and move away from the aircraft. If the aircraft has landed on water, you should leave by the over-wing exits. Other exits may be opened if above the waterline and the slides detached for use as flotation devices. As you leave the aircraft, inflate your life jacket by pulling the red tag. If necessary, blow into this mouthpiece to top up the air. The life jacket is fitted with a light and a whistle. Your oxygen mask is behind the panel just above your head. If the cabin air system should fail, this will be released. Stay in your seat and pull the mask towards you to open your supply. Please note that the bag does not inflate. Place it over your mouth and nose and adjust the band to secure it. Then breathe normally. Do make sure your own mask is correctly fitted before helping anyone else. You may continue to use handheld electronic devices during taxi, takeoff and landing if flight safe mode is enabled and they are held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger devices such as laptops must be safely stowed at these times. Any transmitting devices without a flight safe mode must be switched off for the duration of the flight. For further information on using electronic devices in flight, please check High Life magazine. Take care your hand baggage isn't blocking the exits or aisles. Personal bags must be put under the seat in front of you, and larger items should be placed securely in the overhead locker. Please place all items in carefully so they do not fall out and cause injury. As this is a no smoking service, smoking is not permitted at any time whilst on board. As we prepare for takeoff, please make sure that your tray table is put away, your seat is upright, and your armrest is down. Finally, take a look at the safety card in the seat pocket. If you have any questions, please ask your crew. We hope you have a relaxed and enjoyable flight.
Sir, could you pop the armrest down for takeoff, please? Thank you very much. One on every flight.
Common group, thanks, checks. See you to take off.
landing position with the armrest down and your seatbelt is securely fastened. You may continue to use handheld electronic devices for landing. These must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger items, including laptops, must now be switched off and stowed away safely. Please also take a moment to remind yourself of your nearest exit. Thank you. gentlemen, welcome to Newcastle. Just a time check for you, it's now 7:30. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. You may now make and receive calls as well as use all data services on your handheld electronic devices. When it's safe to leave your seats, take care when opening overhead lockers as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. Before leaving the aircraft, please make sure you have all your personal belongings with you, and remember that smoking is not allowed until you reach a designated area outside of the terminal building. All of us at British Airways and the One World Alliance would like to welcome home our customers who live here in Newcastle and wish those of you visiting an enjoyable stay. If you're travelling on further afield this evening, we wish you a safe onward journey. It's certainly been our pleasure looking after you this evening, and all the crew look forward to welcoming you back again very soon. Thank you and good evening.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross check.